Hello my friends and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. In our last video, we finally left the Emerald Vale on our ship, the Unreliable, which I am now currently re-exploring since all sorts of rooms have opened up since then and we now have companions on board. So this room is, I'm guessing, Parvati's second room. Maybe it's like her little workshop or something, because she seems to have bunked down in the engine room, I guess. Anyway, I noticed that I didn't look at this wrench on the wall when we were here last. And it says, Abigail, first wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since, Parvati. I do like how it's kind of been inhabited. Like, not just like, oh, this is my room where I idle while I'm not off questing with you, but like they've actually filled it with their own stuff. So based on the number of rooms that I am guessing I have the ability to get 5 companions. Whoa. Moving a little too fast. But anyway, we left off talking to Vicar Max, and I figured let's start here, and then, I don't know, we'll see what happens next.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Lots of things, actually. Good Vicar. So it seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about me. They are all very trusting. And I feel like it's a game mechanic, obviously, but it is nice that I kind of call them out on it a little bit. But anyway.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Okay. What if this book doesn't have the answers you're looking for, though?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
I'm a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Wells saved me. Yeah, it seems like Parvati knows, so why doesn't the Vicar know? I'm a thrill seeker and lover of great renown. I love a good adventure story. I don't want to talk about it. Now let's be honest and see what he says.
And how did he do that?
He stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
Well, it seems that I'm supposed to take down the evil overlords and free the rest of the people on the Hope, which are filled with like super smart humans from Earth. Although my character's was in the medical field, like she was what did I say when I started the character? She was the one who dispensed the pills. She was the pill dispenser, basically. Anyway, I'm helping him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists. Watch, Vicar Max is gonna like betray me to the board or something.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
That's a very good question. I had family on the Hope. That's a possible option. My friends are on the Hope. Just because it's the right thing to do. I'm going to go with I had friends on the Hope. I'm not sure if Heather had family. I don't know if I want to go that route. Let's go with friends.
Oh, I see. You have my condolences.
So tell me again about the book we picked up that's French. Yeah, kind of remind me, because it was like a word salad, really.
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Yeah, I remember seeing some of the propaganda posters where it was like, philosophers are bad or something. Remind me, what are your thoughts on the Philosophists?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the Philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Okay. Well, any ideas where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous Philosophist scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Okay. Well, again, still, it seems like he is a vicar, but like he doesn't seem to be like really a vicar, you know? I mean, I feel like there's something else going on back here. Anyway, let's see. That seems like a bit of a long shot. What makes you so sure? Seriously, only one guy in this whole colony that can translate French? Yeah, that's kind of odd.
The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it.
They aren't. Let's be clear. They probably aren't. Hey, I'm the captain here. Only I get to be the smartass. Your sarcasm is duly noted and will be reflected on your review. That sounds like a great idea. No point taken. It's fine.
We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch.
Scylla.
All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
Okay. How will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend? Yeah, how is it that a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker? That's a very good question.
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
But, like, were you a prisoner, too, who was also a vicar? Or were you, like, the vicar stationed there? Because there's a difference. So how will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifest to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
Oh, I didn't mean, like, let's go, like, right this second. Let's talk, though.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci.
Yeah, you told me that last time. So let's talk about this personal quest of yours. Vicar, you're out of my crew. I want you off my ship. Okay, those are my last two. Well, let's finish looking around his room. So the art and science of Tossball, impossible to put down, order of scientific inquiry, office of literature. This endorsement has been improved, Auntie Cleo's darlings. Signed by Seymour Whitlock, who held the record for most on-the-field fatalities for 3 consecutive seasons. I'm sorry, what are you tossing around? Tossball trading cards. In mint condition, most of these cards represent players from the Hephaestus Hammers and the Tile Backers. Most on-the-field fatalities? Is that like just lingo or something? The Journal of Maximillian DeSoto, Volume 1. The scribblings on these journal pages are utterly illegible to anyone except Vicar Maximillian DeSoto. Well, that sucks. Doctrinal Studies 539 of Equality and Equations. These textbooks have been out of print for almost half a century. The margins are filled with scribbled notes, and many passages have been underlined. Some pages have come loose, the glue now yellowed and cracked along the spines. And they had a banner, the OSI banner. The religious symbol on this flag denotes the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Okay. Tossball is extremely violent, it seems. I thought it was like baseball, only you toss stuff. So in a horrifying vision of the future, the board has been overthrown by the seditious and slovenly savages of Monarch. Only Halcyon Helen can rescue the colony from indolence and entitlement, approved by the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Okay, so this room's currently empty except for the poster that I stole. So I guess I should keep an eye out for things I can permanently borrow. Nope. Because that will populate my rooms, it looks like. So this was the kitchen area. Anything new in here? Oh, sure. I'll take it all. That too? seat looks very uncomfortable. Got darts. I guess my crew and I play darts and card games and some sort of board game while Ada watches us with our old-timey computer. Oh, the toilet. At least there's a door. But I don't have an ensuite in my captain's cabin, right? That's very disappointing. Parvati?
Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
Probably. Still annoyed at myself from my last conversation with Parvati, and I screwed it all up, but it's not the end of the world, right? But since I have... Oh, tossball stick, okay. Since I have explored everywhere all over again, I wanted to go and talk to Ada to see if she has anything to say.
Welcome back, Captain.
Hi.
How can I be of assistance?
Well, do you know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in the janitor's closet? Oh yeah, that was the quest that picked up in the last video. Sam or something, right?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Okay. I feel like I went to the terminal and read an excessive amount of entries in the last video, but okay. Well, do you have a minute to talk?
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
Well, what if you don't have a power source?
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
Maybe. Don't try and change the subject. Maybe it might be like that. They're just going to sleep.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
Mm-hmm. And what might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Oh, boy. Okay. Well, what about your last captain? Do you miss him, or is one captain the same as another?
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Have there been other captains of this ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
Let's see. I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
I don't know. How about Phineas's orbital lab?
Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
What do you know about Phineas?
There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
No, do not. Don't do that just yet, anyway.
A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons.
Such a fibber. Why'd you say the landing might be rough?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them.
I want to ask about somewhere else.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Well, let's talk about the Groundbreaker. Groundbreaker because that's where we're going to go next.
We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
Apparently. But you can take care of that for us, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, and do it without the lip. That's funny.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
God, I don't want to piss off the AI who could no doubt eject me from my own ship, which is our ship per her. Anyway, well, give me the spiel on the Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Thanks, Ada. Okay, let's talk about somewhere
Of
else.
course. What part of the...
Terra 2.
Where in Terra 2?
I don't know. Emerald Vale and Edgewater. Tell me about where I just was, anyway.
Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like, say, a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
Oh, she's a little vicious. It's not her fault that he stood in the wrong spot, or their fault that he stood in the wrong spot. Anyway, what do you think of the townspeople?
You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket?
Oh.
I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague.
Now I understand more why she blames them. How is Edgewater faring since we left it?
Since you diverted power to Edgewater, the botanical lab shut down, and the deserters were forced to return to town. Meanwhile, the cannery's output increased, enabling the town's population to prosper. Thank you for nothing, Captain.
What would you have had me do? Kill everyone?
I cannot say. First, I need to adjust my memory interpretation sensors, but I think my answer is yes.
I wonder if that's an actual option, you know? Okay, I want to talk about somewhere else.
Of course. What part of the...
Was there somewhere else on Terra 2?
Where in Terra...
Nope.
Of course. What part of the...
Let's try Monarch.
Where in Monarch?
Stellar Bay.
Ah, Monarch. The armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's Smuggler's Port in Fallbrook.
Why is Monarch being blockaded? Now let's go Smuggler's Port, question mark.
It's Sublight run for the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there.
Of course not. That would be convenient. So why is Monarch being blockaded?
I believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness, and a lawless land with no corporate presence. You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points.
Probably. Let's talk about somewhere else.
Of course. What part of the...
And then Monarch.
Where in...
And Cascadia.
Warning. All colonists are urged to reconsider travel to Cascadia due to infestation of mantisaurs and risk of indefinite detention or death.
The face she's making is excellent. And people live in Cascadia aside from marauders?
There are no people aside from marauders in Cascadia. There is only death.
This conversation is the best of the whole game so far. What's the local report?
The local report is that you will very likely die if you leave Cascadia's landing pad.
Thanks, Ada. So, yeah, it sounds a little dangerous.
This is one of those times where you say one word but really mean another, isn't it? I suppose you would find an environment like this fun.
Not particularly. Okay, well, let's talk about something else.
How can I be?
Yeah, I'm in the mood for some entertainment, Ada.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Oh, I don't know. Can you tell me a joke?
Why are obtuse angles so depressed? Because they are never right.
Ada, play my favorite song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
That's not my favorite song, though.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
Okay, thanks.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
I'll talk to you later, Ada.
Goodbye.
Oh, gosh. Oh, Ada, she is by far... Can, Ada take, human form, go into an AI body or something and come be
I've shut off the visual feed from my ocular inputs in the captain's quarters. So you're free to disrobe whenever you'd like.
Thanks. But anyway, yes, I would like Ada to be a traveling companion because she's so amazing. Okay, let's search for information on Sam. First, Sam results. Experiment note 01695. Do not forget, you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance on a mechanical in Emerald Vale's scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Should be fun. Why would you need to remind yourself of this? It's huge. So removal of factory standard part Suds Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress setback is estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. But I do. And the third result. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper. I can, filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following the next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Okay, well, I've got all kinds of quests and updates and things. Oh, well, apparently Sam is, I'm guessing, going to be a companion because the cleaning machine is now, well, it was here yesterday, dummy. Anyway, so I need to find an acid steeper from Roseway. Okay. And then weapons from the void, that was the find the shrink ray or something like that. And then the empty man, that is Vicar Max's quest. He believes the book you retrieved for him in Emerald Vale holds the key to his enlightenment. He has requested your help in tracking down someone who can decipher its contents. So if the scholar has been through the Groundbreaker recently, Max thinks he can track him down by accessing a data cartridge from a terminal in the Groundbreaker security office. Well, we have to go to the Groundbreaker. I'm going to say that a lot. I'm going to say it wrong a lot, rather. I have to go there anyway to find Gladys. Gladys something or other. I forgot her name. To get this nav key so that I can get to Stellar Bay. And I forget why I need to go to Stellar Bay, but I have to go there. I'm sure it'll ring a bell in a minute. But let's head back down here. Oh, wrong way. Let's head back down here. And I need to level up. So let's look at that. Okay, we are all leveled now, finally. So let's head to our navigation terminal and head to the Groundbreaker. I wish I could see my ship on here too, I don't know. I just wish there was a little icon of my ship. You are currently here. So anyway, Groundbreaker. We need to go to the Groundbreaker docking bays. Oh, there it is. Okay.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Guessing that would be she. Yeah, Groundbreaker. Although we're not attached to Ada. But I'll save and trust you.
Can we talk?
Sure.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
Okay. She can't be that good. This place is a dump. Yeah, so what about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Okay. I thought you said you could keep this boat in good repair.
I abso-surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
Fair point. So were you asking to leave my crew and join hers?
Gosh, no, Captain. I aim to stay so long as I'm welcome.
Okay.
I figured Junlei and I could confabulate over wireless or by message. And maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. But only when you don't need me with you.
Okay. It's fine. Sure, we could head over to engineering now. I mean, when I say now, I don't mean like right now. But sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time.
Okay.
Did you want to talk about something else?
Apparently not. I keep hoping that conversation's going to come back up. But now we have another quest. Drinking Sapphire wine. Have Parvati meet with Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker's chief engineer. Parvati is keen to meet the Groundbreaker's engineer, Junlei. She's asked you to take her along next time you happen by that way. Okay, well, fine. We're going. Come along. Oh, cool. So select up to 2 companions to accompany you. All right, let's go. The vicar reading his book. I hope you have like a weapon or something. Or can I give you a weapon? I probably need to give you a weapon. So let's look at that real quick. I probably need to level him up as well. Oh, I do need to level him up as well. Hey, how about I give you a tossball stick since you're so keen on it? But anyway, let me see. Let's level him up. So base health, threat generated, hacking. Increases your hack skill when Max is in the party. I'd rather you not die, to be honest. 30% is quite a bit. When Max is in the party. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine, right? 2 previous perks. 3 previous perks. I wonder how many perks I get. Anyway, not that big a deal. Oh, gosh. You guys are really close.
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
I guess not. I was hoping you might have something interesting. Where is Parvati?
Where are we headed?
Well, I was hoping that either of you might have something new to say.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
Well, you're awful.
Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
I'm sorry, what? The heat reaches critical?
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
Have you been here before? Can we... Shh. Yeah, shh. Well, no one noticed. Must be fine. Is this place gonna explode or something? Because that would be a little inconvenient. I kind of need to do things, and I'm slow about it. Hello.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little Back Bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a trick.
Hi, Felix.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Oh, maybe. I noticed you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Well, I'd like to hear your side of what happened. It's almost like you wanted to get arrested. Yeah, that guard threatened to toss you out an airlock. Let's go with the first one. Let's see what actually happened.
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Oh, you mean like sports teams? Okay, sorry. I was like, what? A chosen person? Anyway, and that's why when you resolved your differences like an adult, right? So you defended the honor of your team? No, we're going with the first one.
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a Back Bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Yeah, not so bright. So, do you have any plans now, or are you just winging it?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Yeah, that's me. Oh, well, why do you ask?
Oh, just musing is all. Must be nice having the run of the colony. Never being anchored to one place, always chasing some horizon. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
No, I'm not Heather. So are you in a hurry to get somewhere?
Oh, not at all. Just, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss.
You're awful, I'm gonna say, awful suspicious, kind of sounding. Stevedore.
Careful where you smoke. The crew bills us for air filtration.
Oh. You have corporate troopers.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Can I? Okay, you guys stay here. Don't come in. So I can, take things. Let's be honest. Guys, I'm trying to steal stuff. Can't take you anywhere. I do like the size and scope of the inside of this ship. It's like, I thought my ship was huge. This is gigundous. Stevedore. Looks like I need to go over there.
Stay in the public areas and we'll get along fine.
What's up here? Wow, that's kind of amazing. Not gonna lie. Groundbreaker, okay. Looks like that. Oh, customs, yes. Can I climb up here? I can. Can I climb over here? Oh my goodness, I did it. Oh, it looks like I can get in this way instead. I really wanted to. But what else is over here? Oh, there's something here. I'm a little nervous about jumping over here. Won't lie. Oh gosh. Because how am I gonna get back out the front way? Oh gosh, someone died here. That's not good. All right. Oh, I made it. Okay, let's not tempt fate. Let's get back out of here and go down the proper way. That never happens. I always fall. Although I could break in here now. Nobody's looking. We'll come back later. Taste of freedom. Deserters in our midst. Yes, Phineas B. Wells for various crimes against and violations of board policy. Yes,
I wonder
yes.
what that fella did to get the board so riled at him.
Oh, you know, just things, I guess. MacRedd. Wanted dead or alive, Captain Gunnar MacRedd for several counts of public intoxication, destruction of Groundbreaker property, unpaid docking fees, and resisting arrest. Contact Commandant Sanita if you have any information concerning MacRedd's whereabouts. Failure to report a tip may result in imprisonment and a fine. Proof of kill required to collect reward. Do you need like a finger? Okay, same thing.
That's quite the impressive list of infractions.
Well, I mean, sedition, forgery, conspiracy to commit conspiracy, unlicensed medical practice, destruction of board of property. Yeah, it's pretty...
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Corporal Leonard Wheeler, if I'm reading the abbreviation properly. Hello, Corporal.
Identification, please.
Well, let's present... I wonder what would... I have to do a playthrough, I swear. Be like, no, I'm Heather, and see if anyone, believes me or not. But anyway, let's present Hawthorne's ID. So here you go.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
What?
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Uh-oh.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
So I'm stuck here, is what you're telling me.
Not stuck, per se. You could always throw yourself out the airlock. Of course, then you'd find yourself with an exciting new problem.
Not for very long, you wouldn't. So any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bedford.
That's the guy from Alex's emails. Like the kind of stalker dude. We're best friends, dude. So I'm gonna wring this Bedford guy's neck, probably. But this has to be a mistake. Now let's go with the second one. Great, I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorsett over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
I like you. Her shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Yeah. Sure. Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Well, let's see. I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Why? Is there food there or something? I'm looking for a drink. Any recommendations?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Okay.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Okay. Can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
And I'm stuck here. Well, in the meantime, I'm looking for something a little bit more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
How about something long-term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
Yeah. So how does Halcyon Holdings work anyways?
Are you pulling my leg?
No, I'm not. I just wanted to hear your take on it.
Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board.
Okay. So the board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
So how does the Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
It's really cool. I actually really like that. So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Fair enough. All right, I got that.
Glad to help.
I don't think there were many independent operators in this system, or I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
Well, what do you know about Sublight Salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Oh, I'm totally gonna find them. So that's all I needed to know about work.
All right.
And what can you tell me about Udom Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
So there's tension between Groundbreaker and the board.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Yeah, the loss of money terrifies them. Although I do think They hate your freedom because if you were part of the board system, then they wouldn't have to pay all these extra fees and they'd make more money. Plus, if you have one group that's free, then wants to stop Edgewater from just doing their own thing or all these other little colonies from becoming independent colonies. It could be like a slippery slope into madness. And the board would just go crazy with anger. And I am very off topic. Anyway. Yet your station is in a state of disrepair. You could make the board fix it.
You mean the heat? Sure, we could make them fix it. But what would they do in retaliation?
Yeah, fair point.
They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
Oh, Parvati. Of course they would if they could make money off of it.
Sure thing.
I guess that's it. See you around.
Be seeing you.
That was interesting. Can I read your terminal? I can't read your terminal right now, but I can get in. Mardet. So that's the Groundbreakers, well, how would you call it? Security people? Private Lee Flores.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before.
Nope.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
You guys are all just so friendly. I'm just getting my bearings. What do you do here?
This is the security desk, ma'am. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sanita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Why can't you take incident reports?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
Fair enough. Do you do, I don't know, tours or something? That's a random question. I bet you've seized contraband from all over the system back there. A lot of freighters came through this station. Must keep you busy. Let's go with that one.
Less than there used to be. Fewer freighters passing through these days. I spend some shifts just listening to the wireless.
Why aren't there as many freighters coming through?
Search me. I mean, don't search me, because that's my job. Get it?
Yeah.
I reckon you'd have to ask the folks in Byzantium.
So let's go with the contraband one.
Sure, and stuff from outside the system too, off the interstellar freighters. That's why we also have so many armed Mardets on duty here.
Okay. What if some of that contraband's mine and I'm here to claim it?
That'd be awful weird. On account of you should be locked up back here too then.
Do you do, I don't know, tours or something?
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not, we just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sanita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing I have to get back there at some point if it's an option, but let's try to do the quest first.
All right.
I'm assuming I'm going to get a quest from the Commandant and this engineer lady, because it just makes the most sense. And Parvati, how did you get back there? What? Where is the Vicar? See, the Vicar is out here. Why? I love it. Okay, Commandant Sanita.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
Well, I'm interested in that MacRedd bounty. Where can I find him?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Why don't you send a Mardet to apprehend him?
Oh, I will. Soon as the chief approves the personnel reorg required for a bounty dispatch. So, in about 3 to 7 weeks.
Of course I will take this posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me MacRedd's head. Or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill.
Can I just bring the lighter?
I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Thanks. So what other bounties do you have available?
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for MacRedd. That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment.
I couldn't help but notice the bounty posting on Phineas Wells.
The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his location, Udom Bedford would surely like to hear it.
I bet he would. Is this Wells fellow a famous criminal or something?
To the board, yeah. You've read his wanted poster. Whole list of things to get their unders in a wad. But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to keep the peace is all.
Okay. So, what's it? Well, actually, let's go. Oh, I can't. Oh, I was trying to get back to the Phineas Wells question. Whatever, it's fine. So, what's it like working security detail on a space station?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
I love her. She's great. Whoa, all right. Just trying to make conversation.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved.
She's so feisty. I love it. So what's a Mardet?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Why Mardet, not guard or officer?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
That's kind of cool. All right, I'll be on my way. Let's see if we can talk to a few more people or get inside a little bit. Oh gosh. A quest objective requires you to enter a restricted area. If caught inside, you will be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent immediate hostilities.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
You're really bad at lying. You are really, really bad at lying. I'm just putting it out there, Vicar. So I had another side quest. Who goes there, maybe? The Groundbreaker Mardets have a bounty out for a criminal on the run in the Groundbreaker's back bays. You've agreed to hunt down the unlawful Captain Gunnar. MacRedd, return his letter to Commandant Sanita to claim the bounty. And then Solution Vital was Dr. Wanda Dorsett, one of the local doctors, has been waiting on a shipment of medical automechanicals that has yet to arrive. I thought there was something else. No, oh no, the talk to Udom is just underneath passage to anywhere. Okay.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
That's great. That's excellent. Oh, I appreciate the sarcasm so much. Well, there's something over here. Storage?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon. and no mercury in Saltuna.
So random. Anthracillin. Halcyon News. Chairman salutes Earth Minister Clarke. Chairman Rockwell took time out from his busy schedule today to talk to us about Minister Clarke and his impact on the colony. Working with Minister Clarke has been truly wonderful these past 8 years, he said. His predecessor did a fine job, but Clarke's brilliance cannot be overstated. The early retirement program is just the latest in a long line of initiatives he has spearheaded that will ensure Halcyon continues to be the envy of all the outer colonies. We couldn't agree more, Mr. Chairman. Okay.
Mechanical's all over, but they still got us sweating to move boxes.
Yeah, but you probably wouldn't have a job if you didn't, but anyway. Halcyon News. Media circus surrounds Circustime clowns. The politics of Tossball have grown increasingly turbulent of late, with the Circustime clowns trading out every single member of the team. Asked to comment on the upheaval, the Owners League released a statement saying that the clowns' failure to reach the finals was a deciding factor in their organizational rearrangement. I mean, you fired everybody. When questioned about the values of this overhauled team, a representative from the clowns stated that their goals remain the same as ever. Toss ball, win, repeat. Okay. Anything else I can read or I don't steal, rest, and go key. Ooh. Let's leave that there for a minute. Stuff up there. Anything else over here? I could probably take this. Shh. Bard. Well, let's try to get to the, what do they call it? The promenade? Yeah, I was all the way up there, jumping around like an idiot. I can't believe I didn't die. Oh.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Oh, wow.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
It's like Vegas on a spaceship. That is so cool. Well, I can't think of a better stop to pause for today than here. So on Saturday, we'll pick back up here. I assume we will probably just explore the ship and talk to people, maybe squeeze in some questing, who knows? It depends on how chatty everybody gets. But yeah, that's probably what we'll do, obviously. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Saturday with another new Outer Worlds video.